And yes, we are live. Hello and welcome to Ever17 on Chill Stream Friday with the Blighty Otaku. Just a minute. There we go. I think I had the desktop audio volume in OBS turned down a little bit too low. So, yeah, we are going to continue on with what's happened last week. There's no coffee today. This is just strawberry flavoured milk in a coloured glass. I've got to stop doing that. Because we suddenly lost power. And, well, everyone's looking for Sora. Unfortunately, she isn't really going to be seen because, well, without power, you can't see her. So, let's continue on. Right. Yeah, so help Tsugumi look for Sora first. Well, we're not going to be able to find Sora unless we have power, so we are going to help. Alright, I'll go with you. I stared back in Tsugumi's eyes. I didn't think about going against her. Tsugumi nodded.
そうね。ココには別の仕事を頼みたいから。別の仕事？何それ？今話した事情をユウと少年に伝えてほしいの。つまり、私とたけしがこれから発電室を見に行くって話を。なんだ、そんなことか。ラジャ、了解しました。
And I really have to be careful where this ends up in my mouth because, well, I've got problems over here, I've got problems over here, I've got a million dental problems. And cold stuff is going to make it worse if it hits the nerves. And that's one glass empty already. So during the stream I'm going to have to stop and get a refill, but not yet. Coco clicked her heels together and gave a kind of salute. Alright. The neutral buoyancy elevator E. Hang on, let's move this a little bit closer. E meaning egg in German, though I might not be pronouncing that right. It was also a literal take on the egg-shaped elevator that travelled up and down rails into the ocean on the side of the Lamu. A ballast tank was attached to the floor. It would take in or release seawater from the tank as necessary to increase or reduce buoyancy, thus making the elevator rise or sink. Once Tsugumi and I were inside, we sealed the watertight doors on the Lamu side of the elevator. All we had to do was release the lock connecting us to Lamu and the egg would sink away. Tsugumi pulled the operating lever next to the door. Nothing happened. What's going on? We're not sinking at all.
そうみたいね。
Tsugumi calmly opened up the toolbox she had brought with her. Inside were an electric screwdriver, hydraulic cutting machine, some kind of laser or welding device, a small gas burner. The box is packed with any and all kinds of tools. Huh? What are you going to do with that?
沈まないなら沈めるしかないでしょ
Huh? What? Tsugumi, are you crazy? Tsugumi took the lit torch in hand and slowly stood up. Blue flame erupted from it like a jet engine hissing in the dim light. No way! You're kidding, right, Tsugumi? Tsugumi didn't answer. Tsugumi grinned triumphantly. She put the flame to the edge of the elevator's shell. Yikes! There was no time to stop her. A coin-sized hole opened in the egg-shaped elevator and seawater came spurting in with tremendous force. You idiot! 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 What are you trying to do? Oh, there's a hole!
ええ、開けたのよ。
Yeah, of course she would make a hole. Because the amount of water in the buoyancy tanks is what makes it goes up or down. More water means it goes down. Less water means it goes up. So getting more water into the elevator means it will actually go down. Simple! Tsugumi was as calm as ever. She extinguished the flame as if nothing had happened. She placed it in the toolbox and shut the lid. The seawater created a mist, descending all around us. Tsugumi licked the droplet off her lips. You're crazy, right? Yeah, being cooped in here has made you crazy. Tsugumi just snickered. As we continued this exchange, water continued to pour in. It pooled in the bottom of the egg. It covered our ankles, then our shins, slowly our knees, and lapping at, swallowing our knees, and lapping at our thighs. Okay, decided to escape. Right, let's hang this in. Thought it was good timing. I was due for a wash anyway. I'd missed bathing the day before. I dunked my head in the inflowing water and mussed up my hair. Yes, it was invigorating. Could really feel the minerals seeping into my scalp. The water was cold, but it was actually refreshing. Hey, can you get a shampoo for me? What the heck am I doing? Tsugumi gave me the evil eye. Just then, boom! The egg elevator took a big jolt and started to move. It began to inch down ever so slowly. Peering through the window into the blue, we could see the outside of the Lamu. The blue gradually got darker and the steel bulkhead appeared to move further away upward. A higher water pressure increased the force of the water pouring in. The speed of our descent picked up. I wonder how many feet we had dropped. I was shifting my gaze towards the sea bottom, but Dorita stock still had not come into view. The water in the elevator had already reached my chest. My legs were floating. I was on my toes. I kicked with all my power off the floor and seized the edge of the ceiling. Hey! Don't you think this is pretty dangerous? A strange smile appeared on Tsugumi's face. It seemed she was getting a little worried. I wonder if we'll die like this.
かもね。
No, not maybe. This harebrained idea was all your. Yep. The surface of the water reached my throat. The cold seawater rushed into my mouth. Lifted my chin and desperately tried to stick to the ceiling. Hey, Tsugumi! I screamed crazily. I looked sideways and saw Tsugumi struggling to stay above the water. Just then, boom! The egg was shaken by a strong shock. We made it to the third floor. I wanted to shout this, but it was impossible. There was no longer enough air for me to yell. I didn't know if she had panicked or what, but Tsugumi was thrashing her arms and legs around her desperately. In the blur underwater, I pinned down Tsugumi's shoulders. It's alright, I'll take care of it. I felt Tsugumi's body relax. I kicked against the wall and clung to the handle of the watertight door. I focused every ounce of strength of my body on turning the heavy handle. Because my body would float, I couldn't gain traction with my feet. Bracing one leg on the handrail, I continued turning and turning it. The water pressure began pressing in on my eardrums. My body was screaming for oxygen. Open! 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 The double-ply door opened. The mass of water, Tsugumi and I were all spit out of the elevator and onto the floor. But we didn't have time to catch our breath. Seawater was flooding into the hole in the elevator more ferociously than ever. I got up immediately and rushed to the watertight door on the elevator. First I closed the door, locked it, and then closed the door on the Lamu side as well. For a while, I couldn't move. Tsugumi too lay sprawled out on the floor. I didn't feel angry with her, because relief was the dominant emotion. That was such a stupid thing to do. What if we really had died? Tsugumi was coughing a little, looking down. She didn't try to look at me. I thought that maybe she was reflecting on what she had done. That's it, maybe. Maybe she just isn't a people person and has a hard time getting along with others. She seems fragile and lonely. Maybe she needs someone's help. It was the first time I'd realised there was anything weak about her. Sitting all alone in the middle of the sprawling floor, she looked so small, like a newly born chick. The hallway was dark. The darkness hid our surroundings from us and felt oppressive. I walked slowly forward, making sure of each step. In my right hand, I had a huge toolbox. It was so heavy it felt like my shoulder might break under its strain. I wonder if this area is full of water from yesterday's flooding. Tsugumi shot a question back at me.
だから?
2 syllables. That was all she said. What's your problem anyway? Just a minute ago, you were desperately screaming for help to keep from drowning.
そんなこと言ってない.
Yeah, but your eyes did.
訴えてない.
There you go, acting all tough again.
強がってなんかいない. それに.
Oh, ouch! Don't just stop all of a sudden like that. It's dark and I can't see.
いい? 繰り返すけど、私はあなたに助けてなんて一言も言ってないから。
Tsugumi turned back to me. Shrouded in the darkness, I couldn't really make out her expression. Yeah, but if I hadn't opened that door, the chances are you and I would both be floating drowned in that egg.
あなたに助けられるくらいなら死んだ方がまだ良かった。
Oh, really? Really? Jeez, why can't this girl ever be honest with people? I went around Tsugumi and walked further along the flooded corridor. One more thing that I want to get off my chest. What were those words all about anyway?
あの言葉?
As she fired another short question at me, Tsugumi passed me again. What you said before we got an egg on the second floor. I really need you. Your eyes were watery. You were begging me, right?
ええ、したわ。
Oh, That was an unexpected answer.
それがどうかしたの？
So, you are depending on me after all. And now you finally admit it! Tsugumi continued forward without talking. In other words, if something were to happen, you want to be with someone you can rely on. You're afraid to be alone. That's why you wanted me to come.
あなたバカでしょ。
Huh?
まだ気づかないの？あのエレベーター愛は中性浮力を利用しているから基本的には動力を必要としない。ただしバラストタンクの注水時排水時その時にだけ電力を用いる。今は停電してるから。
You couldn't operate the ballast valve. That much I know.
じゃあアルキメデスの原理って知ってる？
Oh yeah, Archimedes' principle. Dang, you're annoying. Of course I know about that. The buoyancy of a submerged object is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by the object. And what does that have to do with what we're talking about?
あとは自分で考えれば。
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. So it's literally what I was saying. You needed to exert force or weight, so the weight of the water. There she went again. She would tease me along, but that was it. Gave a deep sigh and shook my head. I switched the heavy toolbox to my other hand and continued walking. After walking a while, Tsugumi turned right ahead of me. I followed after her. Oh. Turning the corner, it finally hit me. Ah, I see. So that's what you meant. I thought it was weird you were inviting me along. Yeah, because she needed the extra weight to get the elevator down. And because the two of them couldn't make the elevator move, she had to add some water. To sink the egg elevator to the third floor, its total weight had to be greater than the force of the buoyancy. So just one skinny girl like you wasn't going to be enough weight.
そう。だから勘違いしないでくれる？ここに閉じ込められた5人の中であなたが一番重いでしょ？体重。
I'm not just some big rock paperweight.
そうね。あなたは漬物石っていうよりもう漬物。
You're a rockhead. As I was thinking of a comeback to Rockhead, we arrived at our destination. Yellow and black stripes appeared dimly ahead. This is it. It's the generator room. There was a plate with information in front of the door, but it was too dark to read. I'll take a look. I reached towards the door handle. Tsugumi grabbed my arm. What's up? What? If you don't talk, I don't understand. Tsugumi held my arm firmly. The wet part of her hand felt cool. I didn't know what she wanted to say. I tried to read something from her expression, but it was too dark to see.
開かない方がいいと思う。
Why not?
危険だから。多分。
Dangerous? Inside this room? Tsugumi nodded and gently removed her hand from my arm. Then she quietly approached the door. She tossed some of the water droplets from her hand at the steel door. The droplets sizzled the door, evaporating away. Is there a fire or something inside? Tsugumi shook her head.
熱水を利用した発電機から出火するとは考えられない。
Then
きっと蒸気がとても高い温度の水蒸気が中に充満してるんだと思う。ここの発電機はもともと6気圧の下で正常に作動するように設計されてたのよ。
Yep, and because it's now 1 atmosphere, It's having problems,
で
and
もレミュー内の大気は今1気圧
it's probably leaking like a sieve.
高圧力の蒸気が充満したタンクとかパイプとかそういったものに亀裂が生じる可能性もないとは言えないわ。あるいは異常が感知されたせいで安全バルブが開放されたとか。
Oh, I get it. Either way, steam is leaking from somewhere, and there isn't enough power to turn the turbine, and so the generator stopped. If that is what happened, then it could have been pretty dangerous. The instant I opened the door, my whole body would have been showered with several hundred-degree steam. Like Tsugumi, I tossed some water on the door. After that, Tsugumi and I made for a room next door to the generator room. We were implementing Tsugumi's plan. First, shut off the hot water flowing to the generator room. It was dark, and I couldn't see everything, but the room was covered in an astounding network of pipes. The pipes continued into the generator room next door. It seemed that opening and closing the valves could adjust the water and oil pressure. Normally, the limit is responsible for maintaining the generator room, but even the limit can't do much when the generator itself goes out. Anyhow, this is all because the power supply is down. This room is designed so that maintenance can be performed manually at times like this, or during blackouts. That is what Tsugumi told me. Why does Tsugumi know much about Lemieux? She seemed to know where the generator room and the room with all the pipes was. These doubts nagged at my mind. As I was thinking these thoughts, Tsugumi plugged away next to me. Tsugumi selected one pipe from the countless rows and closed its valve. I had no idea which pipe was doing what, but Tsugumi had known. What kind of girl is Tsugumi anyway? I still hadn't found out how she had known that the inside of the generator room was dangerous. I wonder if Tsugumi had some kind of connection with Lemieux.
これで多分大丈夫だと思う。
As soon as the work was done, Tsugumi left. I was left alone in the room. There were still a number of nagging doubts that I hadn't resolved. With this, we'd be able to shut off the hot water flowing to the generator room. Even so, on the other side of the door, it was still hot enough to scald. Tsugumi and I waited in front of the generator room until the temperature inside had cooled down sufficiently. We sat on the water-covered floor and leaned against the wall. We sat next to each other. We were both already drenched, so we didn't have any problems about sitting in water. Besides, the water was warmer than it looked. I thought it was probably the heat from the generator room. How long do you think we're going to have to wait? I asked Tsugumi this. An hour? Tsugumi didn't even try to answer. It was so dark that I couldn't even tell if she had nodded or shaken her head. In the darkness, there were intermittent and repeated clicking noises. It was like the sound of dry plastic crinkling, like on the top of a champagne bottle. It sounded like it was coming from near Tsugumi's hands. What's that?
Eh?
That crackly sound you're making. The sound stopped. Tsugumi took whatever it was and put it away in her pocket. I thought it might be a way of saying, I'm not going to tell. What is it with you? You only answer when you feel like it. You're like a cat.
猫は嫌い。
Huh?
ネズミを食べちゃうから。
I don't know. Yeah, bad spelling. I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
私は猫じゃない。
That's for sure.
私が答えるかどうかは気分とは関係ないの。意味のある質問には答える。そうじゃなければ答えない。 ただそれだけ。
Really? So you are serious.
だからそういう質問には答えたくないの。確認のための質問。あなたには知る必要のない質問。私が知らないことを知ってるくせに聞いてくるような質問。世の中にはあまりにも不毛な会話が多すぎる。そう思わない？
Alright, I got it already. How about I ask you a meaningful question? I want to ask... Okay. Well, here's the pop quiz. What do I need to ask? About the air pressure in the generator room? Or why she knows so much about Lemieux? Answer the postcard, please. But since I'm not going to get any responses from chat, I'm going to have to do this myself. I decided to ask about something that had been nagging me for a while. Tsugumi, why do you know so much about Lemieux? I mean, you seem to know about the details of stuff, like this generator room, or the bike room, or whatever. I couldn't check her expression, but it seemed like she was deep in thought about something. How's that for a meaningful question?
全然意味なんかないわ。
Tsugumi muttered that.
そんなことを聞いてあなたは何か得する？私のことを知っても何の意味もないでしょ。あなたには知る必要のないこと。
Oh, I see. If you don't want to tell me, that's fine. Still, I really did want to know. Tsugumi's evasion of the question had made me interested in finding out what there really was to her. But I didn't think that she would answer if I badgered her about it anymore. I was feeling irritated, but decided to play it cool and pretend like I didn't care. Then,
ね
I didn't know what she was thinking, but Tsugumi suddenly put her face in front of mine. Oh, what?
え、今度は私の番ね。
Yeah?
質問してもいいでしょ。
Sure. Go ahead.
目閉じてくれる？
Is that the question?
正確に言うとお願い。
And there's that look again. There in the darkness. In that narrow corridor. Just a few inches from my nose. The two of us. My mind turned to steam and evaporated.
閉じて。
Almost as if I were hypnotized, my eyes began to sink. And immediately after that, I didn't know what to make of these noises. I opened my eyes without thinking. Tsugumi was grinning mischievously right in front of me.
閉じてて。
Tsugumi covered my eyes with one hand. And then... Hey, what are you doing?
このゴキブリ野郎！ゴキブリ野郎！
I screamed. Well, what are you doing? A liquid spray like something showered my face. That went into my mouth.
これでも食らえ！
Oh, that's the matter with you. That's what you tried to resist. My body wouldn't do what I told it. Tsugumi had me by the neck.
そうだ。参ったか、かまど馬よ。別名便所コオロギよ。
With those words, the eruption in my face stopped. I thought she was laughing, but the next thing I knew, Tsugumi had started rubbing my face with a cloth. It was rough and her technique wasn't any better. I stopped my futile resistance. I was almost choking.
これでいいかな？
Tsugumi took a hand off my neck. Unable to open my eyes, I scooped up seawater from the floor and put it on my mouth. It was salty, but I didn't have any other choice. Wow.
ちょっと汚いからこんなとこに吐き出さないでよ。
You! I I wanted to say something to her, but washing my face took priority. Took more water and splashed it on my face and gargled again. I opened my eyes. What do you think you're doing? What did you put on my face?
アセトン
Oh, great. I'm so happy it wasn't some pesticide. You think I'm serious, you idiot? I'm kidding. What are you doing spraying that on me all of a sudden?
見苦しかったから
Huh? What was?
顔が
Whose?
あなたの
Yeah. Then I realized something. I remembered. The black ink that had been on the palms of my hands. I see. It was the graffiti. It was still there. You erased all of the writing. I had completely forgotten about it until just then. When I was making sandwiches, looking for Sora and coming here, the writing had been on my face since that morning. And Acetone? Acetone, that's supposed to be like nail remover, right?
工具箱に入ってたの見つけたから
There was a strong stench from it in the air. It stung my nose like overripe fruit. It smelled like a hangover. Thanks, I thanked her. So what did the writing say? I asked her about the graffiti.
待ってても答えないよ
Yep, she's not answering.
意味のない質問だから
In the end, I never did find out why she called me a slug. We waited for the generator room to cool before going inside. The heat inside just about defied imagination. The air in the steam-filled room was heavy and stuck to the skin. Inhaling felt like swallowing globs of sticky hot steam. I was opening and closing. Bad spelling mistakes. Like a fish out of water. Isn't it hard to breathe? Scooby seemed to have ruled this question of mine meaningless as well. She completely ignored me as she started working to get the generator up and running again. We did the work together. Tsugumi gave commands. I followed them. I did the grunt work, tightening bolts, loosening valves, and working on pipes. And when I finished tightening the last bolt, that should do it. I wiped the sweat away with my collar. It was just like Tsugumi had said, the blackout was caused when the safety valve had opened due to the drop in air pressure. When pressure from the steam becomes excessive, the valve automatically opens to release the gas and prevent damage. Normally, after a release of surplus gas, the valve is designed to shut automatically, but we're at 1 atmosphere, so because the safety valve never closed, the steam continued leaking. Anyway, that was the gist of the explanation. Tsugumi and I went to the generator. I think that should have been left the generator room and went to the pipe room. There, we opened the valve we had closed before the repairs, and returned to the generator room. You should try to fire it up. So should we? Should we try to fire it up? No, I'm turning it on. You ready? Let's start the countdown. 30 seconds. 25 seconds. 20, 19, 18, 17. Tsugumi pushed the button. Hey, what are you doing? We still had 17 seconds to go. You can't wait a little more than a mere 10 seconds. This is kind of like a ritual. Anyway, it's very important.
0
The lights lit up all at once. The light poured down, illuminating even the corners of the room. It was like our field of vision had expanded in an instant.
ほらね電気がつくまでちょうど17秒
Tsugumi flashed me a condescending glance and strolled out of the room. Tisk. I shouldered the weighty toolbox and followed after Tsugumi. We found ourselves back in front of the neutral point's elevator. Tsugumi was waiting with her arms crossed.
遅い
What do you expect? I'm the one carrying this laden toolbox.
出る
Oh yeah. I forgot that Tsugumi. It was Tsugumi that took the toolbox out of the warehouse. As I recalled that, I turned my eyes to the egg-like elevator. On the other side of that door, the egg that we came in should have been waiting. There's an egg with an hole in it. It was useless to us. To the left, the floor display was lit up with a number 3. You know there was another egg. Did you know there was another egg elevator stop down here?
知らなきゃ来ない
Yeah, so use one elevator to come down, use the other elevator to go back up. Suppose not. Oh, this is heavy. Inside the elevator, I put the toolbox on the floor.
おっさんみたい
Shut up! I am an old man compared to you. As I said that, I pushed the up button on the elevator door next to the elevator door. The internal and external watertight doors had already sealed automatically. You could hear air being sent into the ballast tank under the floor. Finally, the egg-shaped elevator didn't start to float up. Huh? Are you serious? The sound beneath the floor had stopped and silence had returned. Not again. Why do we keep running into problem after problem? Knowing it was useless, I pushed the up button repeatedly. Tsugumi was as matter of fact as always. She was playing with and coiling her long, still damp hair with a finger. Alright, so what do we do? Just as I said that, a monitor just to the right of the round window flickered to life. Sora, where have you been? We looked everywhere for you. Because she's a hologram, and she wouldn't be able to find her when the power was down. The image of Sora in the monitor bowed deeply. That's not important right now. Tsugumi and I fixed the generator. I think you know this, but we are in this egg, the A. What should we do?
その原因についてなのですが、おそらく内部気圧が減少した関係でバラストタンク内の海水を十分に排出することができないからだと思われます。つまり
You mean it isn't buoyant enough?
はい。浮上させる方法はいくつか考えられますが
It was then that Tsugumi acted. She suddenly opened the watertight door. Hey, wait, what do you think you're doing? Without answering, Tsugumi also opened the Lamu side door.
じゃあね
Huh? Tsugumi tried to get out of the elevator. I grabbed her arm, trying to stop her.
触らないで
So that. It was a solid smack.
触らないでって言ったでしょ
My cheek didn't hurt. I absently watched Tsugumi return to the floor.
Unfound.
The egg quietly started to ascend. I could no longer see her on the other side of the door.
Tiefe 50 Meter. Tiefe 45 Meter. Tiefe 40 Meter.
The recorded announcement echoed with a tinny sound. No, Tsugumi. When I met everyone on the sweetest stock, they greeted me with friendly shouts.
つぐみがどうかしたの？
That idiot decided to stay alone on the floor below.
そうみたいね
No, it doesn't look like it. She did. She's all alone down there. Aren't you worried about her?
でも
I'm going back down. I'm going down and I'm bringing Tsugumi back.
は
You can't leave Tsugumi alone down there. Look, she's really not as tough as she acts. Somebody has to be with her.
へえ
Hey, what are you doing? Get your act together! Tsugumi can be a bit of an ass, but that doesn't mean you have to be so cold to her. Enough! Anyway, I'm going back for her. And with that, I went back to the entrance of the egg and waited in front of the door. Next. When the doors opened. Yeah. Buoyancy. Too much weight. Because both her and Takeshi were in the elevator, it couldn't go up. It could still go down. So all they need to do is have one person in the elevator to allow it to go up. Once he was off, it went back down. So Tsugumi could get back in the elevator and go back up. Simple!
どいてもらえる邪魔なんだけど
I simply stood there. Tsugumi pushed me out of the way and walked by. If I were a rock there, I would have crawled. If there were a rock there, I would have crawled under it. So I did the next closest thing I could think of.
30 meter. Tiefe 40 meter. Tiefe 40 meter.
I went back down to delete a stock in the egg for no reason. It didn't have enough buoyancy, so we had to come up one by one. Gosh, I'm dense. If I could have, right then, I would have liked to sink down to the bottom of the ocean. Nearly an hour had passed since the power had gone back online. We gathered in the conference room on the 3rd floor. Tsugumi, Sora, you, Coco and I were sitting in chairs, just letting time pass. The rescue team still hadn't come. Our situation didn't show any sign of changing. Now they're making me yawn. Yawn spread from one person to the next. Yeah, and it also spread to me. Only Sora had her head down and looked as if she was thinking about something. Coco suddenly started talking.
さっきね、更衣室でこんなものを見つけたんだけど
As she spoke, Coco plucked something out of her pocket. It was a set of cards.
ねえ、やらない？トランプどうせ暇だったりするわけだしトランプかで、何やるの？そうだな。はっ、じゃあスーパーメクリンチョは？スーパーメクリンチョ？あれ、知らないの？スーパーメクリンチョ。
You and Tsugumi looked at each other.
嘘だよ。絶対知ってるはずだってば。ねえ、タケピョンは知ってるでしょ
Okay. Well, never heard of it, or of course I know it. What I am going to actually do is, if I remember, I could just, click out and just have OBS go priority, and it doesn't play the audio while I go and refill my glass. Although all I have to do is leave the glass here to actually get it refilled, and unfortunately I can't really change the scene because all my other capture scenes are for full screen and not windowed mode. So mic off, I'm going to be back in a second. Though you'll probably end up seeing me moving around. Right. And the back. Fresh full glass. And let's just put this back. And, of course, the music starts from the beginning. But then, it would. Alright. So... I say I've never heard of it. Answered without Oh, Don Capex Steve, thank you for the follow. Huh.
私も。私も。そうなの？
A glance at Sora showed she was shaking her head.
なんだ、みんな知らないの。
Oh, and hello. Coco sounded pouty.
まったくしょうがないな。
I didn't see any reason to give up. Well, if you don't know, then we'll just have to learn. So Coco, will you explain the game to us?
オッケー。それじゃあよーく聞いてね。
Coco started shuffling the cards brilliantly.
まずね、よく切ったトランプをこんな感じでテーブルの上に広げるの。
She spread them out randomly so that they didn't overlap.
そしたらじゃんけんをして負けた人から順番にカードをめくるのね。こういう風に1枚めくったらもう1枚めくるみたいな感じで。で、もしもこの2枚のカードが同じ数だったらそのカードはめくった人のものになるの。ね、簡単でしょ？
Hey, everybody got it. Let's play. I'm not too sure about that. That's called concentration.
ピロピ
Yeah.
ロピンポンドーン。
Hmm?
それは神経衰弱って言わない？普通。
What? Oh, maybe in some backwater places they might call it that.
違う。どう考えてもそれってピロピロピンポンドーンじゃないの。どっからどう見ても。
What are you talking about?
違うよ。スーパーメクリンチョだよ。神経衰弱。ピロピロピンポンドーン。メクリンチョだってば。
Jeez, you guys are fussy. Alright. I know what we'll do. Everybody calm down. We'll compromise and... Let's say we call it consommori.
神経ピロリンチョ。
And just then,
お待たせ。
the kid came into the conference room carrying 6 cans of cola cradled against his chest. The card game stopped.
翔ちゃんおかえり。お、気が利くじゃん少年。
You took the cola from the kid and popped open the tab. She held down the carbonation to keep it from erupting. Like a pro, she kept from being showered with sticky cola.
あとついでだから。
He noisily set the 5 cans on the table.
これも持ってきたんだ。
The kid turned around. What?
これだよこれ。
The kid was pointing to the hood behind his neck. I stuck my hand in the hood. There were 2 chicken sandwiches inside it. They were the sandwiches that I'd left on the bench during the blackout.
誰かお腹減ってる人もいるかなと思って。
おお、素晴らしい。君って本当に気が利くな。
You went over to the kid and mussed up his hair affectionately. He stood there stiff as a rod, but not resisting at all. I figured Yu's hands are probably pretty sticky from the cola. Tsugumi raised her hand.
他にいなければ、私に一つちょうだい。
Tsugumi, unlike her normal self, spoke up. So all that repair work made you hungry? Of course, she didn't see any need to answer my question. Alright, this one's for Tsugumi. I gave Tsugumi one of the sandwiches that I took from the kid's hood. And... Tsugumi took it without saying anything. Then I held out the remaining one to Sora. The other one is Sora's. You didn't have breakfast, right?
いえ、私はいいんです。
Spoiler alert! She's a hologram! Don't be polite. I made it. I know it tastes good.
ええ、でも。
Hey, I'm not kidding.
美味しいってのはココも保証するよ。
あ、僕も。
Coco and the kid raised their hands. Sora, what? You can't eat my food?
そんなことおっしゃられても。
Then what is it? Eat too much yesterday? Or are you on a diet?
いいえ、でも。
No, you have to eat it or you'll get weak. Here, take it. I tossed the cola and the chicken sandwich towards Sora. They traced a gentle arc through the air. Sora suddenly reached out her hand. She reached them out, but... But Sora didn't catch them. No, she couldn't catch them. She didn't avoid them. It wasn't that she was too slow. Sora was there with her hands extended into space. The sandwich had fallen at her feet. The cola had violently slammed into the wall behind her and exploded. The spewing cola didn't get Sora wet. The droplets looked like they flew through Sora's body. The sandwich wrapper covered the silhouette of Sora's sandal. It was as if the two had melded together. Huh?
ですから、私はいらないと申し上げたのですが。
Yep. She is a hologram. Sora made an embarrassed looking expression. What? No, For some reason, I was completely stunned. I meant to toss them as if I were handing them over. That's weird. Your hand must have slipped.
すいません。でもちっともおかしくはないんですよ、倉成さん。
But the cola blew up. And is your clothing alright?
はい。
But you're stepping on the sandwich. Your foot. You got no toes, Sora.
ごめんなさい。
And just like that, Sora's vanished toes reappeared. But the place where the sandwich was supposed to be wavered unsteadily. I felt flustered. I didn't know what was going on.
もしかして、倉成さん、ご存知なかったんですか？
Sora was shuffling embarrassedly. Sora, what in the world are you? For some reason, you gave a huge sigh right next to me. And then... she burst out laughing.
倉成、面白いから黙って見てたけど。あんた、本当に何も聞いてなかったのね。
Yeah, you didn't listen. Oh, what are you talking about? I was still confused.
ゲートに入場する時の説明。
So what about it? Looking around, I saw that I was the only one that was surprised. Coco and Pee-Pee were looking up at Sora with impressed looks on their faces. Sugumi's face was blank. The kid looked clueless and spaced out.
ほんとしょうがないな。
You was laughing at my bewilderment. Enough fun at my expense. Tell me what's going on.
はいはい、仕方ない。そら、悪いんだけど、もう一回自己紹介してあげて。はい、わかりました。
The punctured can had stopped fizzing. Sora took a step forward towards us, carefully as if avoiding the sandwich, and straightened up. After a slight bow, she spoke.
私は茜ヶ崎空。正式名称は LMRSDS4913A と申します。このレミューの案内係を仰せつかっている人工知能、いわゆる AI プログラムです。
Yep. She is an artificial intelligence.
私はレミシステム内の機能の一部として組み込まれていますので、手近な端末で呼び出してくだされば、レミューの館内どこにでもすぐに参ります。また、全館に及ぶ本格的な RSD を採用することで、私の姿形は実現されています。おそらく世界でも珍しいのではないでしょうか。RSD 確かに珍しいわね。これほどのものは他では見たことないわ。レミューの自慢の出し物の一つだからね。そっか、だからソラさんは停電の間いなくなっちゃってたんだ。
Yeah. And if you actually view the intro video, the intro sequence of the game, when it actually introduces her, the line she says, "If you close your eyes, I disappear." And I believe there's a scene in the demo. I actually still think I've got that somewhere. I think I still actually do have the demo files, the actual demo installed somewhere for Ever17, so I might need to dig that out.
ええ、どうもご心配をおかけしましたね。
I had finally lost any sense of what was going on. The conversation had taken off and left me behind.
RSD って？
簡単に言うと、半導体レーザーを直接網膜照射する画像表示システム。
ああ、なるほど。
The kid gave a big nod, but nothing about her explanation sounded simple to me. Ergo, that when you close your eyes, I disappear. Because it can't give you an image when your image of her when your eyes are closed.
それにしても、随分高度な人格を持たされているのね。
The surprising thing was that Tsugumi was actively pursuing the conversation.
仮想空間を生み出す技術にレミューは相当なこだわりを持っていますから、私の存在もその一環です。大きなシステムが必要なんじゃない？そうですね。それでも20年前に比べればかなり小型になったのではないでしょうか。どのくらい？それはどこにあるの？見てみたいものね。すいません。私の口からは言えません。秘密なんです。詳細なデータを持たされてないのね。ええ、そうです。
It seemed to me that the conversation was getting more and more technical.
あなたは衝動や意志を持ってるみたいだけど、自立した考えを持っているように見える。それは莫大なサンプリングから無作為、あるいは作為的に抽出して結果を出しているだけです。無作為？ああ、なるほど。でたらめなことをして褒められたら、それが正しいことであることを学習するのね。そうです。それに好奇心、集中力を有効に機能させることに関してかなりの配慮が払われています。音声入力による形態素解析もおそらく他に例を見ないレベルで高速かつ正確なものを持っていると思います。あとはちょっと特殊な技術を使っている部分がありますね。詳細は企業秘密ですが。そうね。普通の AI ではちょっと説明のつかないところが残るけど、まあいいわ。大体分かったから。
I really didn't get it at all. It was a headache more than anything.
ところで空、私ね、実は男だって言ったら信じる？
Huh? Tsugumi tossed this bizarre question out of nowhere.
邪魔しないで。私は空に聞いてるの。いいえ。じゃあ、私の年が20歳を超えてるってのは？可能性はあります。私は独身なの。これからも多分そうね。主義だから。ええ、そうかもしれませんね。実はね、たけしは3年前に性転換して男になったの。本当よ。さっき聞いたの。それはさすがに信じられません。あなた、本当に優秀みたいね。
Tsugumi laughed a little. Hey, Tsugumi, what do you think you're doing? I had to ask.
つまり、空は他人の嘘を見抜けるの。未知の情報の真偽を 分析できるのよ。さらに与えられたデータを比較参照するだけでなく、運や勘の要素も取り入れて自律判断ができる。コンピューターが自分で取捨選択をしてデータを更新してプログラムを書き換え効率化されていく。ものすごく高度なことなのよ、これは。
Is that right?
はい、最新の技術が使われています。でも自分が嘘をつくのは下手なんです。そちらの機能はまだまだ未発達なんですよ。
My lying function is underdeveloped. Sora laughed at herself. But when you introduce yourself, you say that you're a system engineer. That's a lie, isn't it?
あれはただの設定です。私に設定されたプロフィールがそういうことになっているというだけです。
Oh. So that's how it works. In the end, seems to be the only one who is flabbergasted that Sora was the product of AI. Was an employee at Lamu, so of course she knew. Tsugumi was always called as a cucumber. I wondered why she knew so much about Lamu. I guess that she'd looked up a lot of the information in advance. Coco didn't seem to care one way or the other whether Sora was a hologram or not. She was just laughing and playing with Pee-Pee. The kid didn't seem surprised. Well, I put that down to his circumstances. Several hours passed. It seemed like it was about time for the sun to be setting. In the dark depths of the ocean, my sense of time had eroded. I checked the time on my PDA, finally making sure it was night. Still, nothing in Lamu changed. No one new showed up to visit us. But things hadn't taken a turn for the worse either. There didn't seem to be any impending danger of floor collapse. We spent the time as we pleased. We had long forgotten that we were trapped. I decided to go see Sora. Honestly, I was a little confused. Sora was AI. I wanted to know what RSD was. It might be something I shouldn't even bother worrying about, but I wanted to ask Sora about it. Without really understanding what she was all about, I didn't think I would know how to act around Sora. Can you tell me more about RSD? You got my interest peak. I just want to know more about you.
わかりました。と言っても専門用語を並べ立てるのはあまり意味がありませんね。余計にわけがわからなくなってしまうかもしれません。
Well, I'm no technician. If you start throwing out a bunch of technical terms, I'll just get lost.
あ、それでさっき小町さんと私が話していた時に困っていらしたんですか？
Yeah, I had no clue what you two were saying. I scratched my head. I realized that I was blushing.
あ、すみません。私言い方を間違えましたか？
Sora looked apologetic. No, that was a good comeback.
ナイスツッコミ？ナイスツッコミって何です？
Sora looked confused. It's when you say something to neither the person you're talking with or make a sharp or witty comment that makes them feel awkward.
あ、そうなんですか。ごめんなさい、倉成さん。
You don't have to apologize. Didn't hurt my feelings or anything.
そうなんですか？
I don't mind. It was fun, okay?
えっと相手に弱点を突かれたけど面白かった？それって矛盾してませんか？
It is. Well, it's not. It depends on the time and the place.
少し難しいですね。困りました。どういうのがナイスツッコミなんでしょう？
Forget about it. Knowing that Sora was a product of artificial intelligence, I was impressed that she was even able to register a joke. I wondered if I hadn't tossed that can of coda to Sora, if I would still be thinking that she were human. To get back to what we were talking about, can you tell me more about RST?
ええ、そうですね。実際に例を示しながら説明しますね。
Yes, please. Sora and I headed from the rest area to the control room. As he walked, Sora started speaking.
倉成さん、ちゃんと私が見えますか？
Yes, I can see you, no problem.
私も倉成さんを見ています。倉成さんのすぐ隣に立っています。間違いありませんか？
Yes, I'm sure. Positive.
ですが、
Suddenly, Sora faced me, and I reached out toward me. And then, Sora's hand slipped without resistance into my chest. Reflectively, I tried to grab her arms. Only my hands met with nothing. My hands were in front of my chest, but there was nothing there.
そう。倉成さんは今、私を見ています。しかし私は実際に倉成さんの隣にいるわけではありません。
Saying this, Sora pulled her hand back.
RSD、レティナルスキャニングディスプレイ。網膜操作による表示装置です。この表示装置には表示部がありません。
Yeah.
網膜に向けて出力の弱いレーザーが照射されているのです。
Retina, you mean my eye?
はい。各部屋や通路の天井には半導体レーザーの出力装置がついています。それで倉成さんの網膜自体に直接画像を映し出しているってことになりますね。
Image?
ええ、はい、私の画像です。
Directly on my retina?
一般的なホノグラフィックスクリーンは背後にある物体を透過してしまいますが、眼球そのものを仮想画面として扱い、また周囲背景と合成した画像を高速で送り続けることで、その問題はクリアされています。
Oh, what about your voice? It sounds like your voice is coming from where your mouth appears. We arrived at the rest area and I sat on a nearby bench. Sora continued standing in front of me. Sora, why don't you sit down?
私、疲れませんから、立ったままで平気です。
Also, wouldn't she fall through the bench because she's a hologram? I understand that, but it makes me uneasy. It makes me feel like you're standing, training yourself or something.
そうですか？では失礼します。
So, Sora slowly sat down to the left of me. I didn't feel the bench move under her weight, but looking at her, she was definitely sitting.
声の話でしたよね。
That's right.
倉成さん、3D サウンドって聞いたことはないですか？
3D sound.
ヘッドホンをつけて音楽を聞いたことは？
Of course I have.
その時、音楽はどこで鳴っているように聞こえましたか？
Inside my head, I guess.
そうですよね。大抵の人は音が後頭部の中心あたりで鳴っているように聞こえるはずです。でも実際には音が頭の中で鳴っているわけではない。
I guess not.
これを応用して左右の音量調節および反響音のシミュレートを的確に行うことができれば、 前後左右上下どの方角からでも音が聞こえているように錯覚させることができます。
I see. Oh, so you mean the voice converter. I still had both of them in my ears. I removed them. They were about the size of the tip of my little finger. In front of me, Sora's mouth moved soundlessly. It was like I couldn't hear her voice. But that wasn't all. Then her image started to get a little fuzzy. Huh? When I replaced the voice converter, Sora returned to normal.
投影する映像の転移の修正を左右対になった変換器の位置で行っているんです。倉成さんがどこにいてどちらの方向を向いているのか、レミはそれを常に館内のセンサーと変換器からのデータを用いてミリ単位で計測しています。ですから私が倉成さんの背後20メートルの位置にいるときにはちゃんと倉成さんの背後20メートルの位置にいるかのように音声が聞こえるようになっているのです。右にいるときには右から、左にいるときには左から。下にいるときには下から。
Under? When are you under? When you are under?
とにかくそういうことなんです。わかりました？倉成さん、今度はちょっと左を向いてみてください。
I faced to the left as she said. Sora suddenly moved around to my right.
さっき私はレミが倉成さんの位置と向きを常に把握していると言いましたが、同時に倉成さんの眼球の動きと位置も常に計測し入力しているのです。ですから倉成さんが動いても私は同じ場所に立っているように見えます。そう見えるような画像をレミがスキャンしているということです。
So you can amaze to suddenly disappear or reappear in another place.
見たいですか？
No, I think I'll pass. I heard someone come running up to us. The small footsteps were those of Coco and Pee-Pee. What are you talking about? She's right in front of you. Huh? Coco tilted her head questioningly as she said this. After looking around us, Coco left. Sora was still standing right next to me. Coco hadn't been able to see Sora. No, that wasn't it. So that's it. So you. It's not being scanned onto her retina.
さすが飲み込みが早いですね。通常私の姿はここにいる5人の方の網膜に映し出されています。同じ場所にいて同じ動きをして同じことを喋っているように整合性を保ちながら、だけどそうではないように見せることも可能なのです。例えば、
Coco's voice came from behind me. Looking back, I saw Coco looking towards the flower bed and speaking. Oh. So to Coco, it looks like Sora is in front of the flower bed, huh? Hey, Sora. I didn't see Sora anywhere.
そうなの。だからソラさんに。違う。そうじゃなくて。あれを持ってくればいいのね。
Coco was continuing her conversation with Sora.
わかった。さっきにも言っとく。それじゃあね。
Coco ran off somewhere. Pee-Pee followed her.
こういうこともできるわけです。
Sora suddenly appeared before me. Ah! It's kind of like you're a ghost.
よく言われます。同じ場所にいて同じものを見ているにもかかわらず ある人には見えてある人には見えない存在。私は見たことはありませんが、もし本当に幽霊みたいなものがいるとするなら、それはきっと私と同じような存在なのでしょう。
Now I get it. But there is something that bothers me.
何でしょう。
Sora, so you can't be in more than one place at a time. For example, you couldn't be in one room talking to me and another talking with Coco.
理論上は可能です。しかし私の場合、それはできない仕様になっています。
Why not?
お客様にリアリティを感じていただくためだと思われます。世界中に空という存在はたった一人しかいない。
Right. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to pause audio and go have a bio break. And back. Oh. And also, don't be dumb and send your mouse halfway across the goddamn mat. Right. Yeah.
そういう設定にしておかないと、お客様の中には混乱なされる方もいらっしゃいますし。
Alright, there we go. Got the microphone in more of a better position.
それと制作者のポリシーですね。私を独立した人格を持った一個のキャラクターとして扱おうとした制作者のポリシー。そういえばユナイテッドランドのキャラクターも同様だと聞いたことがありますね。館内に着ぐるみのマスコットは1体ずつ。物語の中と同じように同じ種類のキャラクターが2箇所に存在しないように配慮されているそうですよ。
Sora had more work to do, so I saw her to the control room. It seemed strange that Sora, who could teleport anywhere instantly, was walking. Maybe she was doing it to humor me. I was wondering about the laser retina scan. So if I were in a place where the laser couldn't reach, then I couldn't see you.
もちろんそうです。ですが、出力装置は館内のすべての部屋に設置されていますし、光線を反射させるためのミラーも壁、天井、床の構造材に埋め込まれています。ほとんどどこにいても私の姿を見せることは可能なはずです。
So there are no blind spots.
そういう設定になっています。けれど 致命的な欠点が一つだけあります。
Yep. Flaw?
私は誰かに見られることによって初めて具現化することができるのです。
Oh.
誰も私のことを見ていなければ私は存在しないも同然ということです。例えばここにいる5人全員が一斉にまぶたを閉じたりしたら、その瞬間私の姿はどこにも存在しなくなってしまうのです。
I casually held my hand up in front of my eyes. I covered the view forward, looking down near my feet. There was no sign of Sora next to me. It was as if she had vanished, or never been there in the first place. Surprised, I removed my hand, and Sora reappeared in the corridor. The outline of Sora's sandals blurred dimly in the water.
誰かが私を見る、その行為があって初めて私は姿を現すことができる。視線、誰かの視点が私を作るのです。倉成さん、あなたが目を閉じたとき、私は消えてなくなるのです。
And this is the phrase you get in the opening video that you actually see. When you close your eyes, I disappear. When we enter the control room, I heard her being called from the console.
倉成さん、それではレミに呼ばれてしまいましたので、少しの間ですが行ってきますね。
And saying that, Sora disappeared. Only the three-dimensional hologram depicting Lemieux hovered silently in the darkness. Right, coming up on an hour and a half, so I think what I'm going to do is save here. And quit the game. So, there we go. Though, as you can probably see, it is a little bit darker here. Well, partly because that is still running in dark mode. Though I thought that the illumination from the monitor would be sufficient. But then again, it might just be that the low light reactions from the webcam are a little bit off. So, right, well, I love that. Single click acts like double click. So let's do this. Go over to here and turn off the dark thing. Yeah, that brightens it up considerably. So we're just going to turn that off. A little bit too bright. So that is going to be it for today. I will be back at 11 PM, hopefully this time, with the first of my 2 Soul Worker streams. First will be Stella and Bell, and Sunday will be Lily Bloomer-Chen, as we finish up the last area in Grasscover Camp. Although there is something I do have to mention, and it is about the dentist appointment I had on Thursday. As I thought, yeah, it's going to be simple. Just get all the fillings fixed. And all the crowns put back in. Nope. What is going to be happening? Well, I've got one filling to actually get put back in place on coming Thursday. But that is the one in my upper left canine, which is the only one I've been able to keep in. And yeah, that just went into standby, so all this needed was a fresh set of AAAs. And it works properly, although the main box is going to get scrapped soon. But yeah, I thought it was going to be simple. get most of the fillings done, get the crowns book back in, but I've left most of it a little bit too long. And, well, though probably these might have had to go, but I've actually now got to have 8 teeth removed. One, upper right, which is the canine, that was one of the crowns. 2, lower right, which basically make up the filling that failed probably about a month ago. 1, don't touch the mic, lower left, which is the primary current source of any major pain, which is why I'm no longer eating on this side of my mouth. And 4, upper left. And basically, that is 4 teeth from the left of my canine, upper left canine, all the way back. Because I only have 4 teeth back there. They all have to go. And because some of the extractions are probably going to be rather problematic, because this side is... there's a bit of gum that's actually closed over one of the teeth that has to be taken out, plus the upper left canine, and plus the massive amount of teeth that have to be pulled. Well, it is 8 teeth. I've actually decided to get it done under anesthetic and not under normal. The dentist just shoves a needle in your gum and your mouth goes numb. I am actually going to be for all the extractions, I am going to be referred to the hospital. And before I do anything else, let's reset that volume level to minus 22 decibels. Yep. So, well, it's not going to be it's probably not going to be happening for at least 2 weeks, maybe more. Depends on when I can get when the referral will happen. Although I might need to go in for an initial assessment of everything, so I'm going to have to watch what I do and what I eat for a while. Ugh. Right, yeah. So, but the stream schedule isn't going to be changed, and oh, great hiccups. Neither will be what will be happening on the Monday, because I'm turning 40 on Monday. So what I'm actually going to be doing, and I will re-announce this on the Sunday when I do my final Sunday Soul Worker stream for the week. There will be another Soul Worker stream on Monday, and it will actually go from... because I'll actually try and get practically everything done that I normally do done in one cohesive block for Monday in the afternoon, well, as early in the afternoon as I can, because I'm going to hope to do a 5 p.m. start, but I might end up starting sooner on it, but it will be a full... well, it will be until around 8 o'clock when I'll stop, go do my usual routines, toilet, shower, come back out, just do the sort of like the general stuff I normally do, get back online for another few hours until around midnight. But it will all be for Soul Worker, because, well, Stella I am getting close to... well, because we are about to head to the Ruined Fortress with Stella. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 areas in there before we move on to the grass covered camp, which I think might be near sort of like the end of all the available content. Well, except for the Golden Citadel. But just to not have that storyline move on too quickly, like I've actually done on the Sunday, where I switched between Lily Bloomerchen and Chiarowell, I will be switching between Stella Rinabelle and another character, and that will probably be Haru Estia, if I'm getting the name correct. So Monday will actually be sort of a sub-marathon stream where I'm actually going through sort of like, well, probably might be able to clear Roko Town by the time I'm actually done, or even get through some of Kansas City before I end the stream then. So, yeah. Monday is going to be very interesting, and I'm probably going to be doing a lot of, well, there'll be a bit of shopping just to get stuff so that's available. Might get a couple of bottles to drink, but nothing alcoholic because I don't drink that stuff. Yep. The next few days is going to be Soul Worker intensive. Although for next week I probably might end up doing I might end up just doing Lily, might just end up doing Stella, and then the week after going to Haru. So, let's see. Oh. Huh. Oh, Drive is still going, which is surprising. Yeah. It looks like Renault has gone offline because, well, he did his ED Friday earlier. So, yeah. And the big hairy Sasquatch is offline. And I think Fabulous Lomax, he might be starting, but never know. So, we are going to go back to Drive Turkey. And hopefully, he is still going to be streaming when I actually get back. Oh, God. Yep. Do that single click and it does the highlight. So, go to the host. So, I like this. All this time, I haven't even I hadn't even loaded up Streamlabs or even accessed the leaderboard. So, yep, that is me. So, yeah. So, I will be back at 11 PM. Well, since it is Saturday already, with Soul Worker. So, this is the Variety Otaku signing off. Until next time, I'll catch. Wait. Live stream room is empty. Okay. Right. Okay. Cancelled that. Yep. Well, that was unexpected. He actually just finished just as I was about to end and hit the host button. Well, wasn't expecting that, but well, whoever comes online first gets or get auto hosted. So it'll either be Fabulous Lomax or Outer Exodus. So yeah, once again, this is the Blighty Otaku signing off. Until next time, I'll catch you laters. And this time for real.